This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Atlanta.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And not just for the players, but for the fans as well. You know how energized they become when these two teams go at it.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Halliburton. And Nembhard has it in the corner. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Nembhard's got the game going here with the first basket for the Pacers. Here's Okongwu. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Johnson down low. From downtown. The shot by Okongwu. No good. Pass to Turner. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Back to Mathurin. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot-making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Indiana again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Nembhard. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And Siakam throws it down.
Boy, you can see how big this guy plays inside. Siakam, tremendous vertical.
Young drives in. Back to Johnson. Pass to Daniels. And the layup's good off the glass. Daniels has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Make some noise.
Pacers trailed by 6. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Give yourself a round of applause. Coming onto the floor.
Outside Turner.
Number 17.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that, defense.
It's Time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Good on the shot.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Halliburton outside. Driving inside. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. To the inside. Indiana moving it around. Clock at 6. Here's Nesmith. Indiana again missing.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Pacers trailed by 6. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Nesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
And he gets the bucket.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go. That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
Here's Walker. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Capella. Whitmore. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Crosses over. Rebounded by Capella.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Okongwu's now got 8 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust.
19.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
An elite passer. Halliburton is especially dangerous in the pick and roll.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Outside Turner. Inside. Siakam. Back to Turner. Second chance effort. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Halliburton from 18 feet away. Rebounded by the Hawks.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And they pick up 2. LeVert's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
Don't you love to see Caris LeVert rise and fire? Perfect form on that release.
Outside for Halliburton. Back to Turner. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Turner. The Hawks leading by 14. Here's Tate. The rebound by Turner. Now the Pacers with it. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Indiana again missing. Young with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. And is out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Halliburton outside. Back to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. 4 on the clock. Pass to Turner. Mathurin for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Break every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. And it's sent back by Turner. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Halliburton for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Halliburton with the steal. And here's the fast break. Pushing it up. Siakam's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Young's shot is good.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Pacers trailed by 12. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Nesmith. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Nesmith has got his first basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Pass to Shepard. Back to McConnell. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Here's Young. Ooh, the double clutch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Now, here's McConnell. Toppin with it. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Halliburton drives in. And it's Mathurin missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Pass to Halliburton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. The shot by Turner, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pacers trailed by 11. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Here's Halliburton. Driving the lane. Out to Turner. And a wide open look for Siakam. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Siakam's got 7.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to LeVert. Here's Gay. Now Whitmore. 4 on the shot clock. From the line. The shot, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of... Oh!
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella, skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Halliburton outside. Oh, Turner in position. He can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 10. LeVert from outside. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
Well, Caris LeVert has worked diligently to make his three-point shot legitimate. Knocks that one down.
Got that one up quick. Here's Whitmore. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Rejected by Halliburton.
Substitution on the court.
Pacers trailed by 10. And here's McConnell. 5 points in the game. Here's Toppin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Listen, the painted area is where Obi Toppin can be so dangerous. The athleticism and the tools he has. Look out.
Johnson. Walker with the rebound. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's off to Utah after this game, where they'll face the Jazz. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
Obi Toppin is a showman. Put him near the cup and watch what happens.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Pass to Walker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Now Toppin, right wing. It's stolen by Tate. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And slam dunk by Johnson.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
That one goes. Counted. Walker's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
Here's Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Now into the lineup for the
23 seconds left to play in the third. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Neesmith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Whitmore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Nicely done.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Whitmore. Stolen away. Three-pointer, Daniels. Jalen Johnson. He has been the guy making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points.
The Hawks, 57.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Hawks leading by 11. Here's Whitmore. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
3 points.
And that's now 9 points for Cam Whitmore.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Hawks.
I like their defense today. They don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trailed by 14. Here's Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points for Siakam.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam.
Oh, my goodness. Tyrese Halliburton twice on the pipe. Send him back defensively.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
The Hawks leading by 12. Back to Young. Johnson outside. High post Young. Pass to Whitmore. Just 4 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Siakam. Shoots over Johnson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Make some noise.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Young looking around. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
Right side Turner. Fires it up. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half. T.O. number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. On the wing, Turner. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Young. That shot, no good. Good D by Siakam.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Halliburton.
Oh, big time pivotal bucket,
to Daniels. Johnson outside. The rebound by Turner. And it's Indiana's ball. Some momentum with the 15-2 run underway. And finished off by Siakam.
As Siakam relishes the opportunity to deliver. That's a big-time basket.
Here's Young. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
1:57 left in the game. Haliburton up top. Driving in. Pass to Turner. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Johnson surveying the floor. To the wing right side. To the left side wing. Clock at 4. Got a piece of it. Pacers trailed by 4. Here's Haliburton. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The Haliburton just has a knack for understanding what his team needs, and that was a big-time clutch delivery.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
On its way from Young for 2. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. And now, here comes Young leading the break.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Haliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Whitmore. It's good.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
Here's Haliburton. In front. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 5. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They're trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Outside Turner. Outside for Haliburton. Over in the corner, Mathurin. It's money from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Thanks, everybody.
Left side, Haliburton.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so the big win by Atlanta.
You know it's good.